studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, October 14th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. The Luzerne County Coroner's Office is asking the public for help in locating the next of kin for a woman killed in an accident on Monday on East Walnut Street. 79-year-old Mary DeManicore of South Cedar Street died Monday morning after being struck by a pickup truck at East Walnut Street and Fulton Court. The driver was a 23-year-old man who was left the scene but came back shortly after and left the scene with police. Luzerne County Deputy Coroner Jeff Stock is asking anyone with information on her family to call him at 570-825-1664. Hazleton City Police are still investigating this accident. Anyone who may have witnessed it or has any information is asked to call police at 570-459-4940. A lawsuit between the City of Hazleton and one of their former towing contractors was dismissed by a Luzerne County judge. Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi told WYLN today that Judge William Amesbury dismissed the suit between DeLuca and the city after reading the arguments presented before him. Yanuzzi said DeLuca Towing can still appeal the ruling or refile the lawsuit. The suit came after DeLuca said the mayor and chief of police suspended them from their contract for towing in the city. No word yet if DeLuca's will appeal. The lack of a state budget is hitting another district in the region hard, and this time it's a big district. The Hazleton Area School District is getting dangerously low on funds. To remain open, business manager Tony Reba said it may have to borrow between $2 and $20 million. The district payroll is about $4.5 million every 2 weeks. Schools that run out of money due to the lack of a state budget can either borrow money or shut down temporarily. Hazleton area is the largest school district in northeastern Pennsylvania with a student population of just under 11,000. Recently, Carbondale, a much smaller district, also considered shutting down, but last week opted to take a $2 million bridge loan. A Nesquehoning attorney is in jail charged with the robbery of a Wells Fargo bank at Fairlane Village Mall near Pottsville. 57-year-old Stephen Mark Cormier walked into the bank and told the teller to fill a plastic bag with money. He said if she didn't, things would get ugly. He got almost $16,000. Pottsville police arrested him a short time later. He was arraigned by District Judge James Riley in Pottsville and committed to the Schuylkill County Prison in lieu of $100,000 cash bail. According to LinkedIn, Comer had been a licensed attorney for 30 years. McAdoo Borough Council is officially one person down. Council voted to accept the resignation of Joe Madochik last night. It was a vote of 6-0 to accept the letter from Madochik, who has been a fixture on McAdoo Council for years. They will now advertise for a candidate for the spot on council. Anyone interested in filling the remaining of Madochik's term, which is 2 years, can send a resume to Borough Hall. Following the accepting of the letter, Council voted to make John Shigo Council President and Robert Wills Vice President. Also at the meeting, residents that live along Kennedy Drive complained to Council about the amount of fly ash blowing off triaxles and making a mess of the road and their properties. Council is looking into the matter and will contact DEP and the Attorney General's office about that problem. DEP has set a public information session on the Jeansville mine fire for November 5th. It's at the Tresco Fire Company at 6 p.m. In May, DEP awarded a $1.2 million contract to Munich Enterprises of DuPont to drill 50 burr holes around the fire, which is burning in 2 spots, an active mine and an abandoned mine nearby. The holes were supposed to determine how big the fire is, but inaccurately of the old mine maps caused complications. DEP says that although the fire was discovered recently, it's actually been burning since 1973. Luzerne County Council voted against changing the response time for 911 calls. First responders have 9 minutes in which to tell 911 whether it has the personnel to man the call. Councilmember Kathy Dobash wanted to drop that time from 9 minutes to 6 minutes. She got support from Rick Williams, Eileen Sorokas, Stephen A. Urban, and Stephen J. Urban. But the other 6 members voted against it. Andrew Zahorsky, data manager for Luzerne County 911, said the big delay comes from volunteer companies not telling 911 when they're not available, resulting in a 9-minute wait before calling the second responder. He said Dobash's proposal wouldn't change that. The state Senate is advancing legislation that would put limits on how much of an employee's union dues would be collected by the Commonwealth. The bill would bar the state, school districts, and local governments from deducting any portion of union dues that pay for political activity and Union Political Action Committee contributions from the paychecks of unionized workers. Only deductions that pay for contract negotiation costs and other non-political activity would be allowed. The Senate cast a 26-23 preliminary vote on the legislation. All 19 Democrats and 4 southeastern Pennsylvania Republicans opposed it. A final vote was expected on Wednesday. Passage in the House would still be necessary. Governor Tom Wolf said he'd veto that bill. Pathway to Recovery of Hazleton hosted an open house in its newly renovated facility yesterday. Thanks to a capital campaign and grants from LSA and the Weinberg Foundation, Phase 1 and 2 of the renovations are now complete. The former M&T Bank building on Broad Street was purchased by the organization nearly 4 years ago. The former Sorrento Gardens name has changed and services have expanded.
Basically, we're changed our name from Sorrento Gardens to Pathway to Recovery because what we wanted to accomplish is to give the community an entire realm of counseling outside of drug and alcohol. So we still do the drug and alcohol counseling, but we have recently acquired a mental health license in July of 2015. So we'll be able to provide mental health counseling. We also have a DUI program here, and we have a very, very large prevention education department where we go into the community and to the Hazleton Area School District and provide education to the students, to the senior citizens in the community, to any of the colleges. Anyone who asks us, we go and we provide information about the harmful effects of drugs, alcohol, and tobacco.
Pathway currently offers help to over 250 clients. That number is expected to increase with the addition of the mental health license. The organization is also celebrating a milestone anniversary.
It is a time for celebration. We are in our 38th year. We started out as Sorrento Gardens and then changed our name 2 years ago to Pathway to Recovery. So 38 years, we've always rented. So this is a celebration. We now own our own home. It's beautiful. We have to thank the community for their support, the board of directors who have dedicated themselves to continuing our mission, and the staff who has worked endlessly throughout the years to make everything today happen.
To learn more about counseling and education services, visit pathwaytorecovery.org or contact them at 570-455-9902. It's time to get those costumes ready and fill those candy bowls. Children in the city of Hazleton are welcome to trick or treat on Halloween night, Saturday, October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. The police and the fire departments have been made aware of this event, and everyone is welcome to participate and, of course, have a safe and happy Halloween. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Another chilly day here in northeastern Pennsylvania, but temperatures will continue to fall throughout the rest of the week leading into the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with those details. Joe, how low will those temperatures go?
How do 20 sound for overnight lows? We're going to be experiencing them going into the weekend. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but right now not much going on across the Northeast. Just a couple of stray showers out there, especially out in western Pennsylvania, and we got some clouds across our area right now, but other than that, things not looking too bad, and temperatures 40s to near 50 degrees for overnight low temperatures. It's going to continue to plummet as we go into this upcoming weekend. Temperature-wise right now, kind of chilly out there, not as warm as what we have seen in the past. Temperatures for the most part holding in the 50s to near 60 degrees. The complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on a local nonprofit organization who teamed up with several first responders in our area to help children who are fighting cancer. Plus, one local school received a donation of 100 books to their library. That and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
We're having an open house and you're invited.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Waugh, and I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504.
This afternoon, one local nonprofit organization teamed up with first responders to help children fighting cancer. WYLN's Gary Perna has more on this new program.
Today, the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation and first responders from our area teamed up for a program called Badges and Boots.
Today, we're going to be asking other first responders statewide in Pennsylvania to join local police, fire, and EMS to carry a bead in honor of children being treated for serious illnesses throughout Pennsylvania.
Palermo said these kids can relate to the first responders and many of them look up to them.
Today's the first time we've tried to do a statewide initiative, but we're going to be asking the fellow brothers and sisters of the firefighters and police officers that are standing here with us today to take up and answer the call to come out and help children that really appreciate getting beads from these professionals. They themselves show acts of courage, but nothing like the children do as they're being treated for cancer and other serious illnesses.
First responders from Butler Township, Wilkes-Barre, Freeland, Hazleton, Sugarloaf, Weatherly, West Hazleton, and Whitehaven joined the program without hesitating.
I was involved with the Palermo Foundation for quite a few years playing in their golf tournament, and they've always raised money, to help children. Recently, they've got involved with the Beats for Courage, and one of their initiatives now is the Boots and Badge initiative. When they came to us about whether we could help out with this, it was an easy decision. What we'll do is our guys donate their own money, to the cause. We'll get beads that we'll wear throughout our tour. We can take some pictures, do whatever we need to do with those. When we're done, we'll package up that bead, we'll write a little note to the child, and they could send them off to either Hershey or to Danville to be given to the children once they, when they go through their procedures.
Our family has been had this organization for roughly 25 years. I've been participating in it ever since, and since I became a police officer, my cousin had came to me and asked about doing the Boots and Badges for Courage as a program, and I thought it would be a great way to get my fellow police officers as well as firefighters involved in this event, and actively give back to the community and show these kids that we're all fighting for them and we're all behind them and supporting them in any way we possibly can.
5 years ago, the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation chose to be part of the Beads of Courage program and took the program into 4 hospitals across the state.
It's really a significant impact that we're making in children's lives, but we can only do it through the generosity of our sponsors and our friends. And this Carry Bead program is being underwritten by Delalo Foods, a Pennsylvania-based Italian specialty food company that's been generous to be our corporate sponsor in this.
For more information on the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation and the Badges to Boots program, you can log on to palermo-heart-to-heart.org. butler-foundation.org. In Butler Township, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic is back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
There is something new to look for at your local SureSave supermarket. And quite frankly, when it comes to quality and price for your food, it's the best yet. The best yet means hundreds of items packaged at the peak of perfection and priced for the family budget. Look for the best yet label at your locally owned SureSave supermarket. When you see it, be assured of the great taste at a great price whenever you need it. From canned to fresh to frozen, for quality products at a better price, the best yet, now at your local SureSave supermarket.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services, including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
Well, definitely feeling fall across our region, and even a little bit of taste of winter, what it's going to be feeling like by this weekend, especially Saturday night and Sunday night, as temperature will be falling into the 20s. And behind me, kind of sprucing up the set a little bit. Got some of the fall mums out here doing quite well this time of year. It's actually pretty good for mums. They're about the best flowers to be out when we have this cold weather around. And we've got a couple of pumpkins standing behind me in the background, as it is that time of year, Halloween just around the corner. Onto the graphic for today, we do have the clouds around and some cool temperatures. And everything's kind of cool now. Boy, wait until I show you the 7-day forecast. You may even be shivering. But we got nothing to show you on radar. It continues to remain dry for the most part. There's been a couple of showers out there, especially as you head towards central and western PA, and one of them may survive it into our area, but that's about it. Look at the temperature. We're only at 53 degrees, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, and the winds continuing to be relatively light. Temperature-wise, 54 in Mount Pocono, 60. Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 59 in Williamsport, 62 in Selinsgrove, and 55 degrees in State College. Upper 50s to near 60 degrees in the Wyoming Valley area. You can see a lot of those clouds still across our area. A couple of specks of green across the northeast. They're just a lone shower or two, a couple of sprinkles. That's about it. And some more as you head out toward the western state of Pennsylvania. All right, so we drop down into the 40s tonight. A chilly night, chilly day for tomorrow. Many areas may not get out of the 50s. Again, dropping down into the 40s as we head into tomorrow night and as we go into our early Friday morning. So we got the dry air in place for tomorrow. Still seasonable, you can call it, but even though it'll be seasonable during the day, nighttime hours, it's going to be kind of chilly, especially as we go into the weekend. This huge dip in a jet stream building across our area. That's going to allow us to see some very cold air with temperatures a good 10 to 15 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. And you know what that means? We get temperatures in the 20s. That introduces you to some frost and some freezing conditions. That's going to be guaranteed Saturday night and again into Sunday night. And maybe some areas even Friday night, which I'm going to show you just how low the mercury is going to go on a 7-day extended forecast. Overall, things looking pretty nice for tomorrow. Can't really complain. Mid to upper 50s. Some showers scattered in nature for Friday. And then it brings in some chilly air, only in the lower 40s for the weekend. 20s for overnight low temperatures. And by the middle part of next week, indications are get a little bit milder again. Should get temperatures back up into the 60s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the pick 235, the pick 3325, and the pick 42644. Pick 5 numbers 08578, and the treasure hunt numbers 1, 7, 17, 22, and 27. Stick around. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
An elementary middle school in the Hazleton area school district received a donation of books this afternoon thanks to a local car dealership. 100 science-related books have been donated to Maple Manor Elementary Middle School in Hazel Township thanks to Fairway Subaru Chevrolet dealership. As part of the Subaru Loves Learning program, Fairway chose the Hazleton Area School District as their choice to donate the books. Maple Manor's principal, Jeannie Conahan, said the books are a great asset to the school community.
They will be used in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 8th grade. And the students will use them for book reports. They'll use them for just classroom readings. And they'll be greatly appreciated because we're sort of we're limited with the amount of books that we have here. And with their donation, our students will be assured that they'll be able to read these new books that are up to date on all this science information.
Director of Advertising and Marketing for Fairway, Richie Molinaro, said they were happy to help the school district.
Subaru and Fairway Subaru is very committed to giving back. As you know, we do the Share the Love program, we do Loves Learning program, we do Loves the Pets program, and Fairway Subaru, as a retailer of Subaru, is on the same page. So we like to participate in all these various programs that Subaru has been noted for over the years. So we're very proud to present these books to the Hazleton Area School District, Maple Manor in particular, with the science books for the middle school students.
With these books, Conahan said students will have an opportunity to conduct research in the library and would like to sincerely thank Fairway.
We really want to thank Fairway Chevrolet and Mr. Molinaro for their sizable donation. Our students will definitely use these books, and we appreciate every little bit that they can do that helps.
Students we spoke with also said how grateful they were and added that they can't wait to check out all the new books. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed. Sports on WYLN is sponsored in part by Burger Family Dealerships, Harry's View Pullet, Fairway Chevrolet, Penn State Hazleton, Barber Ford, The Wire Guys, Tri-County Business Machines, Weatherwood Nursing, Hazel Park Quality Meats, John Diana Insurance, Mobility by Steven, Service Electric, Hazleton, S.J. Kowalski, Plumbing and Heating, Coordinated Health, Grand Central, and Third Base Luncheonette.
Women's soccer has grown exponentially in the United States in recent months off the heels of the success of the U.S. women's national team had with their feet in the World Cup. Today, that effect felt locally at Penn State Hazleton.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the addition of women's soccer to the company of intercollegiate athletic programs offered here at Penn State Hazleton.
Beginning in 2016, Penn State Hazleton will boast 8 athletic teams. The addition of women's soccer, a natural step for the school, with 5 girls already playing for the men's team this season.
Women being part of the game and part of the men's team has been something that we've just kind of been used to here. They've always played a very important part on the team, and I'm excited not to get the girls off the men's team. I'm excited for the girls to have an opportunity to flourish on their own.
Current men's coach Jesse Shadle has stepped into the interim head coaching position for the women's program, with hopes to make a permanent hire by January 1st. Shadle sees improvement and a wealth of talent as he embarks on the local recruiting trail.
We can get 1 or 2 players from each of these girls programs. We're going to be successful next year and years to come.
I see a lot of talent. I mean, I came from a school that we weren't the best, but some of the girls around this area are just so good. There's a lot of talent around here.
The current co-ed team has provided great benefits, but this is a move that is welcomed by the girls that will return next year.
It'll be nice to finally be able to get more playing time, be more equal, I guess.
It's been a really good experience for me. I think it really helped me improve on any of the skills I lacked, and it really helped me enhance anything I thought I was originally good at. Really cool. I'm actually very excited for it, and to be kind of the face of it all for the new program.
As faces of the new program, both Sahodnik and Ernest say they'd love to see Shadle become the permanent coach, a move he tells WYLN he won't rule out. The Penn State Hazleton women will compete as an independent in 2016 before joining the PSU Athletic Conference in 2017. Already at week 7 of high school football, we preview what Friday will bring in the Wyoming Valley Conference Big School Division. WYLN's Game of the Week features a Hazleton team coming off an ugly loss, hosting Tunkhannock, who is coming off back-to-back wins for the first time since 2007. The Cougars' lone victory in 2014 came against the Tigers, and they should get their 3rd win of 2015 on Friday night. Last year, this was the premier conference matchup, with Crestwood beating Wyoming Valley West. This season, a different story, as the Spartans handling each opponent with ease, coming off a 56-point outburst and shutout performance, and it shouldn't be too much different against the Comets. Berwick and Williamsport both 4-2, but get their wins in opposite fashion. The Bulldogs strong on defense, the Millionaires with a prolific offense. We'll see which unit wins out on Friday. In a battle of 2 and 4 teams as Dallas visits Wyoming area, the Mountaineers have struggled through a difficult schedule, but it gets easier. That seemed to be the case in this matchup last year, but the Warriors pulled off the upset. And lastly, Coughlin at Pittston. The Crusaders have found a groove, while the 0-6 Patriots simply don't have it this year. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
Well, we got some very cool weather to talk about across our area over the next couple of days, especially some of those overnight lows. We're going to be looking at 20s before all is said and done, especially as we head into this weekend for both our Saturday night and Sunday night. I think we're going to be bottoming out when all is said and done with temperatures in the 20s, which means we're going to be well below where we should be for this time of year. And there's a look at the 7-day extended forecast. We're not even going to show you those cold temperatures.
We don't want to talk about it anymore?
But it will be cold.
The frost word's still up there, isn't it?
Freezing conditions.
Ooh,
Oh, yes, yes.
All right, sounds good. So, poncho yet? No?
I'm just going to roll with it.
All right.
Figured by now I should have got one.
It's week 7?
See what happens.
Maybe?
Yeah.
All right. We'll
maybe
see
by
what happens.
playoffs.
If you see them and you have an extra umbrella, maybe help them out.
That'd be nice.
Have a good night, everyone.